It's Renee from Forever Joy. And if you're here, I bet you have the same problem I do. I bet you have thousands upon thousands of photos on your camera roll. And you know you want to tell stories with them because that's why you took the pictures. They're not just pictures. You know that almost 90% of what is on your camera roll are stories that you wanted to tell. And you know you have to get them off of your camera roll, but you kind of get stuck with the overwhelm. How? Where do you begin? This is why I created the Forever Joy templates. They were meant to work hand in hand with Canva because I've got to tell you guys, Canva it's been a game changer for me. I love Photoshop. You know, I design in Photoshop, but really nothing is simpler than using Canva. There is absolutely no learning curve. It's just, you just drop your photos in there and let your creativity have a field day. Let me show you what will happen when you buy a Forever Joy template. You are going to get an email like this, and it's going to not only have this link, but it will also have clip art attached to it and sometimes brush files, which you can use in Photoshop if that's what you choose to work in. But you know what? You don't have to work in Photoshop. You can make this really easy. You can work in Canva. And not only can you work in Canva on your desktop, but the project carries over to your iPad or whatever tablet you're using and even your phone. So let's see what happens when you click this. Let's assume that you've opened up your Canva account, which by the way is totally free. When you click on that link, it's going to take you to this page and it's going to prompt you to use the template for a new design. Yes, please, we're going to do that. I've cleared out this account. This is my personal account and it's the free account because I want you to see what you're going to be able to do. So the template opens up right away into your design space. There's a couple of things I want you to note. First, when it comes in here, it's called a copy, but this is the only version of this template that's going to be in your Canva account. You actually have to make a copy of the copy. So the first thing I do is I call this one template. I rename it because you always want to keep an original copy so you can go back and play with it. This is because everything in it is customizable and you might be moving stuff around. Maybe you don't want to ruin your original copy. So now that you've named it template, what you can do is you come up here to file and you are going to come right down here where it says make a copy and you're going to do that. This is the one that we can play with. You'll see it's called copy of template. And I suggest you name this the name of your project. For our purposes today, we are going to be using a template I created. It's a traveler's notebook size. It's 4x8. And it's for your foodie stories. It's for those pictures of the amazing dishes you made or the places you went to and had an amazing meal, or even it can be used as a recipe book. So let's just rename this foodie, okay? Because then we know that this is the name of our project. Okay. And now that we've done that, we see, yep, that's the one we're working with. Well, how do we get pictures in here? What do we do? I'm going to tell you most people upload their files right from here. And you can do that, but this is a big general bin. So when you start your next project, you're going to have all your food pictures and files in here. Instead, this is what you want to do. You're going to go back to home. So you're going to open your menu. You're going to come over here to home. And this is the magic button. You're going to go to projects. Okay, and you're going to start making folders inside your projects space. And you'll see over here, it says recent designs. This is always going to be changing. This is what you're working with currently. And maybe what we want to do is just star the project that we're working on now. It just makes it easier to find it when you're working on it. But let's add folders into our projects area. And maybe what we want to start with is a template folder. That way we can put our templates in there as we upload them. As you get more and more, you can upload them here. And you know you'll always have a safe space for them. And let's add a folder for our current product, foodie, okay? Nothing in them. You see there's 0 items in them. Well, let's take our template and put it in the template folder. And let's take this thing and put it over in here in our foodie folder. You'll see it's still up here because it's something we're recently using. This is always changing. This is where we are now. So let's go into our foodie folder. We see we've got our template, but let's add more stuff. Let's add our photos in here and our clip art. Before I started the video, I actually curated my photos. All the photos I knew I wanted to use for the project, I put them in a separate folder on my computer. And the clip art that came with the purchase, I put that in the same folder. I called it my foodie project, and I dropped a photos album in there and the clip art. So what we're going to do here is we are going to upload files. There's two ways you can do it. You can upload the files, or you can actually upload an entire folder. Let's try the folder first. Here's my project that I'm working on. I called it Foodie Project. That's just a temporary one on my desktop. And let's open that as a folder. Okay, there's 56 pieces of clip art in there. And you'll see that's nice and neat in a little folder. And while that's populating, let's also add some files. We're going to upload some files. And we are going to upload my pictures. These were the ones I thought would be fun to play with. So let's open those up. And you'll see the difference is they get opened up individually in the folder. Okay, so now we want to go back to our project. Now that our folder's been all populated, we know we have stuff to play. So let's go back to our project. Where's the stuff? How can we get our pictures in there? Well, you have to close this menu, right? Once you close the menu, now you can see all the stuff that you can play with. If you click this, you can add text to your templates, right? Here's your templates, and let's just scroll through so you get a general idea. If something has this cloud and grass image, that's where you can drop photos into. This is a pre-formatted text box, which you can fill in with your text, and you can clip and paste from, copy and paste from another location if you want. For example, where it's recipes, you can actually go over to a website and you can copy the ingredients and you can copy and paste the directions, and you've got a really easy to make recipe book. Maybe you want to do family recipes. Maybe you want to make a recipe book that you can hand out at your next family gathering. They can go home with a memento. Maybe you want to put the recipes for the day and then include photos from the day, and that could be a nice memento of the day. Whatever you want to do. If you want to add text, you just add your text box, and you can type whatever you want over here, and you can move it wherever you want. And even with the paid version, you can change your font. You get all these options. You can change your font color, whatever it is that you'd like to do. Everything in here is editable. So how do we get our pictures in? Well, we go over to our projects and we go to the project that we're working on now. You see how nice folders work? When we uploaded things as a folder, they're all in here in one place. When we uploaded it as files, that's how they're individual like that. So it's really your preference. So let's say we're working with a page. Let's say we're working with this page. Okay, this would be our cover page. And let's say we want to use one of these stamps. Okay, all you do is just drag it over and drop it. Okay, and then you could go back to your photos. And let's say we want to take one of these photos. You just drag and drop it in. You can change the orientation. Now you see this isn't food. These are bottles of Fireball, but it was a good time. There was some good food there. And you just drag and you drop it. And you can edit your picture if you want. You just click on that edit screen and the editor comes up, and you have a lot of fun things that you can do with that. Let's say you want to brighten it or whatnot. So you do have that option. Let's say this is something important. Let's say you want to take one of these stamps and you want to put it over your picture. If you take the stamp and put it over here, because this is a picture box, it's going to grab it as a picture. It's a little tricky. So what you need to do is you need to lock this, okay? And then you can put your stamp right over it. You can delete whatever text you want. You can put this like this, and so on and so forth. And that's how you can fill up your whole project. And guess what? When it's all done, you just come right up to here to share, and you can download it. And you can download it. When it gets downloaded, it's downloaded as a PDF, which is super easy for you to print from your home printer. And I have made each one of these in a very printer-friendly size. You can just get great presentation paper or photo paper, whatever you'd like, and you can print it out as is and slip it into your book. You can cut the elements out and put them into your journal books. With the traveler notebooks, you could just print it and make it into a traveler's notebook really easy. And there's also a way that you can share this digitally, where you can share it in your Instagram story or on YouTube videos, and I will save that for another video. So I hope that gives you a good, quick overview on how you can create a really fun and simple project. Get those stories told with all the photos you have. You're going to find this is addictive, and you're going to really have fun with it. I'm so excited for you. If you have any questions, if you have anything you want me to explore further or teach you about, just leave it in the comments below. I do read each and every one of your comments. If you had a fun time with the video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. Until next time, bye.